what the correct thing here is. Me. Yeah. So this isn't working because it's not there, which makes sense, right? Okay, good. Desktop audio. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm not going to recreate the entire project. I'll give you go back and sort of look at the process, and then we'll begin to try to answer some of the analytic questions proposed, suggested by by Chat AI. And I'm also going to come up here, and we're going to try to how's that? Okay. So resume skills, updating, knowledge, new chat, AdventureWorks database, find YouTube data, data from SQL project ideas. Okay. So let's come all the way back up to the top here. And so I said, find some data that could be good for SQL projects. Here are some ideas for SQL projects and the type of data that could be used. So we look down here, and I decided to go with social media. Okay. Social media analytics. You could use SQL database to track social media metrics such as likes, comments, and so forth. So then I came down here. Provide SQL code needed to create the tables for this project, the social media project. You can use SQL database to track social media. So this is where the initial schema came from. And, notice it includes primary keys and foreign keys and references. The only minor change I had to make was like this here, because like is also a reserved word. I had to change this so that this is square brackets. Okay, and it was also the same for user. So anyway, we can come down here now. So you can see here's the code. And I'll put a link in the description to my GitHub repository where everything's actually located at. Then you go into a long description of each individual table here, okay? Let's come down here now. Oopsie daisy. Kind of a little crazy here, didn't we? And one of the other things I found out, a lot of times when you first start back up again, it's a good idea to go back and re-enter the code just to make sure the system knows exactly what tables and database you're going to be looking at. Okay. So we got the code for the database. Then I had to create 20 rows of data for each one of the each one of the databases, each one of the tables. Okay. Okay. All right. And there's a couple minor problems along the way, but which is eventually fixed. I think I may have added another table which was followers. And one thing to note about this here is that it doesn't like this backslash followed by an apostrophe. This should say, treat that apostrophe as a literal, but it didn't. But because this file only contained 20 rows, I just went in and edited it by hand and says I have or I am or something like that. Okay. So I come down here, find okay. SQL has a powerful tool for querying and manipulating data. What was my question? What questions can be asked with this data? So then we got the questions down here, which we're going to work with. Okay. So let's fire up. Again, if you are in the background, thanks so much for taking time off your day to come watch this today. Join me in this unofficial afternoon live stream. By the way, this is why you want to click that bell icon so you know whenever I go live or upload new content. Click that click the subscribe, click the like. Hey, big news! As of now, our channel is part of the YouTube what's it called? The YouTube Partners Program, which means the videos could be eligible to earn money from could be used to earn some income. Probably just enough to buy a can of pop or something like that, right? Go to a movie and buy a can of pop, all right? So now let's come over here. Just take a look at the first creation sample data. Okay, let's see if this has the followers in it. Yeah, so this is a table that's added after the fact. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm going to copy all this. This will be make sure that the chat knows what database we're dealing with. Okay. Now again, let me know whether or not you can actually read this. You can read this screen here. Okay. Then we're going to open up the second part, and we're going to say the beginning of EDA. All right. So these are a couple of quick things I did up here. Let's switch to the correct database. Okay. And these are just some of the main tables down here. Okay. So we come over here, for instance. Just look at the table. Open followers. Follower. And let's just run this code here real quick to see what we got. Okay, so we need another one down here. Are we sure? Let's make sure all of our database contents here. Okay. Okay, good. let's just do a list here. All right, we can save this again. Take a quick look at all of our tables. Okay, so this one is the comment, right? Then we got the likes. Then we got the platforms. Then we got the share. Then we got users, posts, and followers, right? Okay, good. So now the first question again was, what are the top 5 posts by the number of likes? And pretty much all the code you're going to see came directly from ChatGPT. Okay. So let's go and run this code. Let's get the top 5. Okay. Again, let me know whether or not you can read this screen. Okay, both the top and the bottom. You know. Okay. So now we say what's the top 5 posts? This is the top 5 posts. So this is the first post received 4 likes. The second received 4. The third, fourth, and fifth each received 3. Okay. Question 2: which user has the most followers? Again, this is simple SQL. Okay. Okay. You see, Jane Doe and Lisa Johnson have the most followers. Now, what's the average age of users on the platform? This is one of the original questions. The average age is 32. Then I asked another question. What's the average for each platform? Platform and platform table. I don't know, what's the average age for the persons on each of the platforms? Again, we got this here pretty straightforward. Right? We did a simple join. We actually did a self join on platform ID. All right, to calculate the average age for each platform. No. And you can see Facebook has the oldest average age, 32 and 31 and 32, okay? How many comments were made in the past week? Now, the trouble with this here is, okay, the trouble with this here is that the dates are actually from 2022. So the first one's not going to work. So eventually I came down here and I just did a simple query this way, all right? But also what I've done is, one thing about this, a lot of these queries use subqueries, and what I did, I simply asked it, well, can you convert this to a common table expression, or CTE? And it did. That's the result. So here's the thing. You can test, so it consists of two parts, okay? Notice there's no subquery. So here, this basically serves the purpose of a subquery, but in my opinion, it's easier to read and understand. But you can run each one of these 2 parts. You can run this first part separately. Okay, so there we have it. But now it's come down. No, but you can't run this because it doesn't include all the functions. So again, the question is what? Execute. All right. I should probably try to shrink that down a little bit. I'll leave it there for us. So anyway, you can see here, a lot of these things, max, you can see come down there. Now we could come down here and say if comment count is null. Okay, we could say, well, let's eliminate all the nulls. Okay. So let's come over here. Okay, let's take this code here. You know what, let's do? Let's come back up here, just for the fun of it. Well, actually, I have the code. Let's go ahead and lay out the SQL for the questions, okay? Question, so we're on question what? This is question 4. So let's go ahead. You know, let's just go ahead and just put a outline here, okay? For each sentence. Of course, the 2 dashes mean it's a comment. Oh, hey, David, how you doing, friend? What can we do about that? You know what I bet it is? It's probably because let me see something here. Are you able to read the text on the screen? Okay. Let's just try something a little crazy here. Okay, good. I had a lot of trouble with that the last night or so. So, yeah, I'm doing good. This is the 3rd attempt at making this video. The previous 2, the screen resolution wasn't very good. But anyway, yeah, this is. I'm not sure where you came in, but basically, this is the project. It was created using ChatGPT. Okay, I begin by asking it to suggest some ideas for SQL projects. They gave me 5. I chose one that has to do with social media. Then I said, you design the tables for me for this project, and it designed the tables. Let me see something. Okay, can you hear me now? Maybe I just need to get closer to the computer. Desktop audio doesn't work. So tell me, David, where are you located at? Okay. Wonder what I can do about that. Shoot. Okay, good. So are you a student, or are you a data scientist, data analyst by profession? Aspiring data analyst. So are you taking any courses? So what's your education? Okay. Do you have a college degree? Oh, excellent. Are you on GitHub, or do you have a YouTube channel or Twitch? I wonder if I can do this. Let's see if this will work. Philosophy major. That certainly is a functional a functional profession, I would imagine. Yeah, I'm going to try to use I'm using the Prism streaming app. I'm going to try to connect with the my smartphone and use the oh. Oh, well, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. Well, I'll try to move a little closer to the screen here, okay? Yeah, I got a little lazy, and then I remember many years ago, I was hiking in the park in Ohio. I started talking to this guy who was rock climbing, and somehow I said, "Well, what do you do for a living?" Because I think he rock climbed, 4 months out of the year and worked 8 months. I said, "What do you do for this?" He said, "Well," he says, somehow I came up. He says, "Well, I have a degree in philosophy," and I said, "Well, how's the job market for that?" And the guy says, "Oh yes, there's a lot of work for philosophers at the post office, but he was a post office worker." Yeah, good. Okay. So you just have a bachelor's degree, or do you have a master's degree in philosophy? Okay, good. Let me mention one site to you here. There's a site called the World Quant University. Okay. World Quant University. Well, prior to this, I was retired. I'm retired. Okay, I'm 67. I'm retired. I've been interested in data for over 20 years. I've always been interested in data. Data, even though I didn't have much background in. I mean, I got all the way back to to an Atari 800 with VisiCalc on it. That was my first exposure to data analytics on Atari 800. I taught 4 or 5 years ago. I taught myself R programming in order to analyze sunspot data, which is part of one of my hobbies is astronomy. And over the course of time, I came across streamers and stuff like this, and my interest got a little broader, and I've actually used SQL on and off for the last 20 plus years. But although recently, probably the most exciting news, if that's what it is that I actually qualified just this week for the YouTube Partner Program. It means I can potentially earn some income from my videos and the ads and stuff like that. So be sure to invite 10 of your friends to come along with you next time, okay? Here we go, World Quant University. Is this the right one? No, that's not it. Okay, here it is. Here you go. This is called World Quant University, and they actually have two programs. The best thing about this is not the best thing. One of the real key things, it really is free. World Quant University really is free. Okay, and they got two different programs. They got the Masters of Science program and the Applied Data Science University. Okay. And I started the Applied Data Science, but I got kicked out, I think, because I was live streaming my sessions. And you can't rebroadcast it or broadcast. That's pretty much why I think I got kicked out. But yeah, it's a Python-based program. The Applied Data Science Lab is very good. I'd highly recommend you can maybe take a look at this. Just you have some Python on your resume. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. which is SQL. And we did 6, I think, right? Yeah, you bet. Let's see, what else is there? Are you on YouTube or Twitch or GitHub? So we're looking for 7. Oh, did you? I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Post it again, then, will you? Because you know, it could be that it's a link, so it's not coming through. You know, try to post it again and see what, in the comments and see what happens. Now, and if I don't see it, you can text me to it here on Facebook. Yeah, I got a little lazy. Normally, you know, this is 10 good questions. The question is, how do we translate into a resume? Let's save this and come back up here. Which post has been shared the most? Okay, so let's come back up here. So here's where we are right now. Yep, it's absolutely right. It has been updated. So now let's come over here. Now, sometimes you have to tell it that I'm using SQL Server. To write for this question, I can see it uses a lot of now again the question is, well, I need to find some way to add another year to all the data, because the data it created it uses is 2022. Okay, and this is function with the get date function, so it's trying to do 7 days from 2023. Okay, so once again, the question is, let's see. The question, what? Did I ask the right question? Did I even ask the question? Oh, wait a second. I didn't ask the question, did I? The question is number 7, right? No, it's number 5. Well, I didn't ask the question. Okay, you see what it's doing here? It's post. Okay, good. So, which post has been shared the most? You can use the following SQL statement. You know what? Let's come back over here. Post content. Okay. Let's see if they can give us the code to Oh, now see, this is what gets annoying. This happens an awful lot. I just don't think they like me on there. uh, yeah, I don't see the link to your GitHub. It could be it could simply be that you know you can't post links. So like I said, go and send it to my Messenger account. Resume updating skills. Okay, hey, thanks for stopping by. My general streaming is Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, okay? You click the bell icon. I'll be notified whenever I go live or update new content. Thanks for your time today, David. Hope to see you soon. I hate to tell you, but there's not a lot of now this isn't going to work because let's just say not month. Let's see. I don't know. What do we say up here? Let's just say for the whole database. Okay, the trouble here, of course, is user is a reserved word. All right. So Bob Sue, where do I see? Let's do. Where does order by go? There we go. And here's the post count. Okay, I need to come over here again. Post. I know what it is. We have to do. Okay. So the minimum and maximum date is what? So once again, it's min date is 5/15. Okay. So we're going to change this to not date, but since. Okay. Be nice to do months. Let's see. So our username, post, where not exist, select one, post ID, user ID. The bonus uses a subquery select all users who have not made any posts since the specified date. The subquery checks if there are any posts made by user since the specified date, and if not, okay, let's see what happens here. We're on a pretty good roll here, you know? So the interesting question would be, when was the last post date? So let's add a second query down here then. Oh, wow. So we have a lot of users that apparently haven't actually. Let's see. Suppose we said is, well, no, because null would mean that they haven't actually. You know, we're moving right along here. I'm probably going to use this video to replace the other two. count from post. So the question was, what is the total number of likes, comments, and posts and shares for each post? Okay, like is also, you know, you want to avoid words like, table names like and user, okay? Odd. Odd, it doesn't use a, it's odd that it doesn't actually use an alias. So the question goes, what? The total number of likes, comments, and shares for each post. Okay. Let's add the code. Let's add the here's the thing. This really is a game changer. Okay. Okay, now we got the post. Like count, comment count. And my friends, that's pretty doggone impressive. You know what I'm saying? That really is impressive. It came back and it remembers what we did before. So it remembers your conversation and it remembers the tables and it can write the query based on the table. Okay. The question again was what? Which posts were made by users from specific location? Okay. That was not quite what we're looking for there. Let's see what the question was. Which posts were made by users from specific location? So location is user. Okay. Well, as far as I can say, because you have to pull this from the table. So it's covered here. Well, they all are. Let's rewrite it. I'm not quite sure. That's one of those ones I'm not really sure what it's looking for. You know, I'm just going to, what I'm thinking is this. I don't really think this is necessary. Okay. And what we need up here is just all we need up here is just from user. All we need is location. We're going to return all of it. Okay. Now, I think this is where you would need a clarification. Let's see what happens here. And you know what let's do? Let's do an order by location. Now we could ask the question, we could do a count by each location. Okay. Well, they were all made from a specific location, as far as we can tell, right? Okay. That's number 9. Guess what, folks? We're to the final question. What is the most common gender among users on the platform? This one shouldn't be too difficult. Man. Well, folks, well, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Okay, so why does it say it must have something to do with the word with mail or something like that? No. And a return mail. Okay. With that, my dear friends, that's going to wrap up the first part of this project. Okay. We accomplished, for the last 3 days, we've accomplished a lot with this project. Okay. But now to the point that somehow we have to kind of package it up into a single distribution. Okay. And with that, my dear friends, a more interesting question would have been, it could be, gender by month or something like that, or you can do a count by date. You can count the gender, say, for the last, 30 days or something like that, okay? But anyway, my friends, that brings this, 1 hour and 2 sessions to a close. Not a bad session. I think we're pretty much caught up at this point, and we'll continue probably Sunday evening, Monday evening, to try to pull all the pieces together to create something for a resume.